Hello and welcome. My name is Valnek, and this is my very first playthrough of Frostpunk. I believe this is going to take me a while, and since I don't really know anything about the game, and I'm not willing to look anything up, I really want to meet the game on its own terms. I request that you, in the comments, do not provide any form of help, tips, tricks, spoilers, or backseating. Don't tell me what is ahead of me, don't give away the best strategies or whatever. This is not going to be an ideal playthrough. We might fail a couple of times, assuming there even is a failed state in the game. I'm not sure. Will we survive the winds of winter? Will we ever experience a dream of spring? Am I talking about the wrong franchise? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. The little that I do know about the game, that it's a story-based survival city builder. I have some experience with other city builders, really old school stuff like SimCity, Pharaoh, Caesar 3, Anno. But I've never quite played a survival city builder. And to my knowledge, in fact, Frostpunk is the first ever such game. Now, I am a bit late to the party. This game is already 8 years old. The sequel is out, a remake has been announced, but I wanted to see the original game. And I have specifically been asked to play this game for a long time now, so I guess it really is time to check out a new home. I don't think I want to select scenarios or endless mode. New content is in expansions. No, let's check out a new home. That sounds like the main story campaign, maybe? This music's really epic. Wow. I could sit in the menu for a while to just listen to the music. But that's not why you're here. You're here to see a new home.
We roam the still, cold world. No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow. And with it, our last traces of humanity. We bid farewell to plenty, and for those who remained came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has has come to build the last city on Earth.
The last city on Earth? Wow, what an opening. Is this a new ice age? We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this new generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst, now that the world as we know it has crumbled. We have to survive. Now, I believe you cannot see my cursor, and I have trouble capturing my cursor, actually. I hope it's going to be fine. If you have severe trouble following what I'm talking about without seeing my cursor, I will have to find a solution in episode 2, I guess. We have to survive. What an opening. I'm scared, I have to admit. I don't know. I don't know what this is going to be like. Let's see. Fight the cold. We need to get the generator working. It provides heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. Stockpile some coal and start the generator. Oh man. -20 degrees Celsius? That does not sound comfortable. There should be a plus sign there. Fight the cold, stockpile some coal, turn on the generator. Camera controls. You can move the camera with your mouse while holding the right mouse button. Okay. You can also use WASD, keys, or just move the mouse pointer to the edge of the screen. To zoom in and out, use the mouse wheel. To rotate the camera, press the mouse wheel and move the mouse, or use Q and E. Right. Sweet. Okay, the generator. So this thing is shut down. Wow, can you like reset the rotation? Is there a compass? Do I even have time to think about these things? Okay, the generator is inoperative and shut down. Steam level 1. You need 6 coal to turn this steam level on. +1 temperature to all heat zones. 100% coal consumption. 0% coal consumption. Generator stress level. There's so many things to learn. Temperature overlay. Heat zone. Consumption. Per day. Building powered upkeep. Okay. Discontent. Is 0? People are content. Okay, hope. No recent changes to hope. 80 homeless. Construction. Book of laws. There's so much stuff in the UI. Oh my goodness. Food, rations. Okay. Resources and workforce. Hit me. Resource management is crucial to the city's survival. You need coal to power the generator. Wood and steel are necessary for construction and research. Steam cores are a key part of advanced buildings. Raw food is used to prepare food rations in the cookhouse. Later in the game, more resource types may appear. Okay. Wait, steam cores are a resource. Interesting. Most buildings require you to send people to work there. Certain buildings only employ engineers and others only employ workers. To assign people to work, click on a workplace and use the assignment panel. You can always disable tutorials. No, I need tutorials, I guess. I have no idea what I'm doing here. Tutorial summary. Okay, stockpile some coal. Where do we get coal? Build a coal mine here to start extraction. Coal pile. Can we like pick this up, or do we have to send people to do stuff here? Oh, can we just assign max to people, like to coal piles? We're running out of people? Stockpile. Okay, we have 0 coal. No, we have some coal. Hold on. Is something moving? Do people collect stuff? I think something's happening. Okay, so the generator. Can we turn it on like that? Okay. And so this now consumes 144 per day? And it could consume 600 per day. That's what you're telling me. Okay. Stockpile 200 coal. Okay. Food. The generator hums with reassuring warmth, and we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Ominous, be mindful of coal reserves. Now, food. There'll be no city if we starve to death. Secure a way to provide raw food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. Oh, there's people moving. Okay, can we like reduce the amount of people here a bit so that we have people for other places? Actually, maybe we don't want anyone here. So that we have some people to do other stuff as well. What is this? Steel wreckage. Yeah, can we have people collect stuff here? Wood crates. Steel wreckage, wood crates. Is there no other way to collect resources? That's a bit weird. Why are we confined to this space? Also, what is this? Housing problem. No roof over our heads. Captain, people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They're falling ill from sleeping outside in this terrible cold. We'd better do something about it. I'll provide some shelter. You'll have 2 days to provide shelter for 40 people. I'll provide shelter for everyone. You have 2 days to provide shelter for 80 people. I won't address this right now. Discontent will rise slightly. I don't know if I can do that, but let's try. Or is it worse to promise something that we cannot actually do? I don't know how much like wood and steel we'll need for stuff. 2 days. I don't know how long 2 days are. So many questions. Let's promise shelter for 80 people and then see if we can do that. Now, how do we even build new things? Construction. People. Tent. A thinly insulated shelter for 10 people to sleep in. Medical post, cookhouse, hunter's hut. Gathering post. And then we... A word of advice, the wisdom of the crowd. Captain, when facing demands, remember this. People usually look for the quickest solution, not the best one. You don't have to agree to everything they ask for. If you fix the problem your way, it's fine. Okay. Let's build some tents. Oh, we don't have wood to build more. I see. So we need a bunch of wood, I guess. How much did this even cost? Wait, what? 15 wood and 5 steel. No, but I guess that's important. Let's get more wood. It requires at least one worker. No gatherable resources in range. Oh, it can only gather stuff in range? So hold on, what's the point of this then? What? Okay, but why can we then gather the coal without having a gathering spot in the first place? Do I need to understand that? Okay. Steel wreckage. Hold on, but then food. Hunters based here hunt every night, venturing beyond the city. To track their prey in the frozen wasteland, they provide up to 15 raw food per day. Base heating level 2. What does that even mean? But hold on, we have 15 people assigned here? No, 12 people assigned here. We have coal for about a day, is what you're telling me. And we don't seem to be getting more wood? I am so confused. What is happening here? Day-night cycle? Hold on. You can speed up time by clicking the game speed buttons found to the left of the temperature at the top of the screen. You can also bind keybind shortcuts to the game, speed buttons, whatever. The game will slow down to normal speed when something important happens, as well as each day at 5. You can pause the game by pressing the spacebar. Oh, this is important to know. Construction. Finally, the game's telling me stuff. Use the construction menu at the bottom of the screen to order the construction of buildings and streets. Only people who are not currently at work can build structures. Okay, this is also important to know. Buildings inside the heat zone are warmer and provide better living and work conditions. To make the best use of the heat zone, buildings are placed on a radial grid. All buildings must be connected to the generator by a street in order to function. I haven't placed any streets yet. Is it fine if they just touch the generator? So much stuff to read. The temperature inside a building depends on the power setting of the generator. If the building is in a heat zone, that building's insulation and the conditions outside. There are 6 temperature levels: comfortable, livable, chilly, cold, very cold, and freezing. Okay. Keeping homes and workplaces as warm as possible helps prevent people from falling ill. Some workplaces might become inoperative if the temperature falls too low. Okay. Generator. The generator is the heart of the city and the only source of heat in this frozen hole. Why can you not burn more coal to get more heat? In other places? Why does it have to be centralized like that? You should turn it on as soon as you stockpile enough coal. Sure. The generator heats a circular zone around it, consuming at least 6 units of coal per hour. You can research generator upgrades to raise the heat output, expand the heat zone, and reduce coal usage. Illness and healthcare. Cold homes or workplaces cause people to get sick. Without proper care, they can become gravely ill and might die. The sick can be treated in medical posts, but the gravely ill need an infirmary to be treated. Until you build one, you can save their lives by signing one of 2 laws. Radical treatment allows you to treat the gravely ill in medical posts, but some of them will be left as amputees. Sustain life allows you to keep the gravely ill alive, but untreated in medical posts or care houses indefinitely. The number of sick and gravely ill people sick can be treated safely, and the gravely ill can receive radical treatment in a medical post. The gravely ill and amputees living in care houses get half rations. The gravely ill can be cured safely in an infirmary. The gravely ill can be kept alive when the Sustain Life law is signed. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff. Day-night cycle. The city wakes up at about 6. People have some free time until the work shift starts at 8. Unless there's construction work to do. After they finish their shift at 6, they are free to help with construction again, which can keep them up well past midnight. You can extend the 10-hour work shift if you sign certain laws. Initial daily routine timeline. What? Work shifts. Shift time switch? What? After signing the extended shift and emergency shift laws, you can extend your people's work time? Okay. But so, hold on. Did I like mess up with this? With the gathering post? Efficiency 0%. My issue now is that the game doesn't even allow me to like investigate the placement of stuff. Because I don't even have wood, right? It wouldn't even allow me to like... What is this now? A word of advice. Critical shortage. The number of sick is rising and we don't have enough materials to build a medical post. Perhaps a short burst of effort could help us gather the necessary resources. It's 7 AM. What do you want? Consider signing the emergency shift law. Where am I? What is this? Sometimes you have to concentrate on the task at hand at the cost of everything else, or die. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 18 hours. New ability. You can force workers at any facility to work for the next 24 hours. No, I will not sign anything like this. If we die, we die. I don't care, but I just want to understand like the systems and what's happening. Child labor, safe jobs, child shelters. That sounds so wrong. Don't do this. Fighting arena? Why is that a thing? Nothing really relieves tension better than watching a few rounds of an all-out slugfest. Man, I really hope the game is pausing while I'm looking at this, because just reading stuff and learning about the game and in the meantime everybody dies and starves doesn't sound like a great thing. So this thing in the center is not interactable, okay. Soup! Raise the soup! We can cook soup instead of full meals to feed people more with the same amount of raw food. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 18 hours. New recipe soup. Additives. We can add sawdust to meals to make them more filling, although not exactly tasty or healthy. All of this sounds terrible. Right, they have mentioned radical treatment. We'll try everything to cure the gravely ill, from invasive surgery to amputations. Sustain life. We can't cure the gravely ill, but we can at least keep them alive. We won't risk dangerous amputations with radical treatment. Wait, what? That is phrased in a strange way. We will not risk dangerous amputations as we would with radical treatment. Right? That's... Okay, cemetery. We will establish a burial ground so we can lay our dead to rest with dignity and respect. How is that not already a thing? New building cemetery. Hope will rise slightly. No risk of disease from unburied bodies. What? Corpse disposal? We'll keep dead bodies out of the heat zone and cover them with snow. The cold will hold their decay. Oh. So, hold on. Are these like exclusive alternatives? Meaning, if we sign the Sustain Life law, we can no longer sign off on radical treatment? Do I see that correctly? Child labor safe jobs. There aren't enough hands to do all the work. We'll allow children to be employed in safe workplaces like cookhouses and hothouses. After introducing this law, another one can be passed after 18 hours. Child shelters. Children will be safer if they stay in child shelters during the day, and they won't cause any mischief. Child shelter hope will rise. Hope will fall slightly. I see. You know what's wild here? It looks like there's additional options branching off from the first set of laws you have here. Like the fighting arena leads to, what is that? Dueling law and public house? But there is no additional information as to what that entails. And from the child labor thing, there's child labor all jobs. And down here is medic apprentices, engineer apprentices. Ah. So I would guess that you need child shelters before you can have medic and engineer apprentices, while child labor safe jobs is a prerequisite for child labor all jobs. Ah, okay. Ceremonial funerals, organ transplants. Wow. What else is here? My goodness, I don't know. Go back. Close. They wanted emergency shift, right? Sure, let's do emergency shift, because it feels like it's people will work for the next 24 hours.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
24-hour shifts on the job, insane, but that's our lot. Work, work, work until you die. Yeah. The insane bit is they asked me to sign that off at 7 AM, while a couple minutes kind of later work would have started anyway, and they were complaining about us not having enough resources and stuff. I really want to understand this gathering depot. Gathering post? Wait, what? Like, what's the point of a gathering post? I don't understand. Because they can already gather stuff without having it. Or this one being not, yeah, inoperative, that's what they say. But we couldn't even place it closer to any resources, right? That's what's confusing me right now. So, but now we have wood to make... Oh, we could have built it here. Not adjacent to street. Wait. Yeah, I understand that it's not adjacent to the street there, but... How do I... How do I extend the streets? Game. There we go. Thank you. Build streets. My goodness. I start to finally understand how this game is even supposed to work. Okay, how do I clear my cursor? Can you stop building streets? We're out of wood, I understand. How do I clear my cursor? Oh, right click maybe. Man, it just takes a while to get used to stuff. Alright, I also wanted to build tents. But we need wood for that. Also, hold on. I have ordered the construction of this place. Under construction. Waiting for workers. Steel? Wood. Okay. Can we reallocate stuff from here to over here? It feels more reasonable? Well, my logical problem now is having the gathering post here with like workers assigned to it. Is that enough to gather all these resources around? Or do I have to in addition assign people here? I'm so confused. Let's build tents in the meantime. Alright, but so can we dismantle the building? Because this gathering post doesn't do anything. Right? Oh man. Okay. But I start to slowly see how the logic of the game works. Okay, so what are you complaining about? Can you just get people? Workforce will gather steel and wood. Okay. What does efficiency 60% functioning? Efficiency 100%. Thank you. Okay, can we finally build a couple more tents? Of course. We don't have enough wood. Dismantle street? No. Dismantle building? No. I'm fine.
End of shift. Go rest all who can.
Coal pile. So can we build another one of these gathering posts out here? Can we... I just need one more wood to make another tent, right? Alright, that leads me to the next question. How does that work with provide shelter for everyone? 80? Can we even reach that? Can we build a street? Wait, did it do that? Probably. Why does the angle not... Why does the angle not snap in here? I don't like that. We have 3 sick and we have 50 homeless. Should we force people to gather wood and stuff through the night? The level of detail in this game is wild. This game is 8 years old? I cannot believe that. Build a coal mine here to start extraction. Build a steelworks nearby to start extraction. So was there like a forest? It really does not feel like these wood crates thingies will last forever, right? I mean, they're telling me they just have like 117 wood left. Building abilities? What does that mean? To unlock a new building ability... you unlock a new building ability by signing a law. Building abilities can affect society in many ways. Each has a cooldown and many also a cost. You can find out more about a given ability in the buildings panel. Okay. What does base heating level even mean? Economy. Oh my goodness, there's so much stuff. Coal management. Wood. Steel. Food processing. Health status. Housing conditions. Comfortable. Okay. Homeless citizens 50. Right, so out of the 5 coal piles that are around, we have 2 that have workers. Coal balance. You gain 240 a day and I consume 144 a day. Okay. What gain 42 per day? Gathering post. Daily gain 42, okay. Does the gathering post even help me? Does it like increase production rates or something? Can we assign more people to wood gathering? Because I feel like I need more wood. Steam cores. Build a hunter's hut or a hothouse. Base heating level 2, what does that mean? Does it need more heat than other buildings? We can keep doing this for a while, I'd say. At least we're alive, not everyone's so lucky. What does that mean? Resource shortage. We're getting short on resources. Our needs are great and growing by the hour. To address this, we can enact laws that will allow us to extend working hours. Didn't I do that? Extended shift? No. Why? I haven't really used the emergency shift yet. Building a city in this frozen hell requires a sacrifice. People will get more done if they work longer shifts. You can extend the workday in any facility to 14 hours. Let's try not to. I first need to understand like the mechanics and the dynamics and stuff. Also, they keep on suggesting these laws shortly before the workday starts. It's so insane. Unemployed. "15 idle engineers, 10 idle workers." So, people, can I has my wood now? $82 wood per day. Okay. Wait, but so we have more...
Time to get to work.
We have more idle workers, is what you're telling me. So if everyone gathers wood for me, can we get more stuff done then? Oh man, I'm so overwhelmed by all of this. It's so crazy that individual people have names and like a home and a workplace. What in the world? This is like a proper simulation. With considerably more level of detail than I'm used to from a city builder, I guess. So I'm really wondering if... Oh, we have so much wood now. We need more tents. And we need roads. Ah, okay. This feels like a good place to build a road. Oh wait, we already had a road over there. Nah, maybe this is a waste, but... So hold on, can we make more tents? Okay. Waiting for workers. We don't have a lot of time left for the shelter here. So what if we just say, look, just nobody work on anything else until the houses, like the tents are done, right? And then we can even get another tent because we need more housing. Waiting for workers. Do they need to move here first? How does that work? $70, $80. Everyone feels relieved with a roof, even a flapping one over the head. Hope rises! Yay! We did a thing! Shelter. Oh man. Hope is rising, discontent starts to rise. 7 sick. End of shift. Hunter's hut. Build a cookhouse and start preparing meals. 20 wood. $28 hungry. Can we try this emergency shift thing? Because I really want a tiny bit more wood to build this cookhouse as soon as possible before more people become hungry or even start starving. Wait, what are you guys doing? What's happening here? What is this? Excuse me? Why can I not click on these people here? Can you tell me what's going on? Is that a hunting party sent out by the Hunter's hut? I'm not sure I understand that. But okay, let's check the roading situation, because we probably need more roads over here. I guess. Okay, it's just about midnight now. Huh. I'm really curious to see how this is going to continue. Is this only like a tutorial level? And once we have learned like the very basics of resource gathering and providing shelter and building some roads, the game is going to go, oh yeah, good job, let's go start an actual mission? Because I don't see a lot of space here. There's not much room for me to expand into. Is the entire 10-hour playthrough going to happen inside this constricted area? That sounds crazy. We have 0 food rations. It's okay. Can I build a cookhouse here? Waiting for workers. Hope and discontent. Oh man. But first, switching between buildings. Okay, by clicking on the arrows on the left and right in the upper part of building panels, you can quickly cycle through all the buildings of the same type. This comes in handy when your city starts getting bigger and you want to check the conditions of all your healthcare facilities, for example. That makes sense. Food and hunger. Okay, number of hungry or starving people. Check. Hunter's hut. Efficiency. 15 raw food per day. Hothouse. 30 raw food per day. Cookhouse. 2 food rations per raw food unit. Okay. The cookhouse prepares meals for people. It produces 2 food rations from 1 unit of raw food. Raw food is provided by hunters and hothouses, and is sometimes found by scouts during their explorations. When there are no food rations to be had, people will start eating raw food. Ah. So my people are currently eating the raw food, that's why nobody is starving. I see. Hunters leave the city to hunt in Frostland for food. They work from 6 PM until 6 AM. Initially, they bring up to 15 units of raw food from each hunt. Research upgrades to significantly increase hunter yield. That's probably the hunting party that we saw. Weather changes. The temperature in the city is constantly changing. Pay close attention to the forecast for the next 5 days. That is shown to the right of the temperature at the top of the screen. Okay. A thermometer icon indicates the direction of the temperature change. However, hover the mouse over it for details. When it gets colder outside, the temperature inside buildings drops as well. Buildings differ in the amount of protection they offer from the cold. To see all the factors affecting temperature in a building, hover the mouse over the thermometer icon in its panel. Hope and discontent. Hope and discontent levels are crucial for the society, for the social stability of the city. There are many factors that affect them. The most important are people's needs, laws, buildings, abilities. Hope and discontent also change due to random events and the death of your people. Yeah, we don't want dead people. Oh, the emergency shift even has a cooldown. Interesting. Bad healthcare. 3 are gravely sick. So now the question is the hunting party coming back? Wait, temperature comfortable +2 building insulation prevents falling ill. +1 building insulation, +1 heat zone. We survived another night. We've got to hold on, people are depending on me. So hold on, so base heating level is the level of insulation. Do I read that correctly?
Brace yourselves. Cold is coming.
Many buildings, such as the cookhouse or medical post, must be at least chilly or warmer inside to function. Place them in the heat zone around the generator or a steam hub, otherwise they could stop working when it gets colder. You should also research and turn on heaters. There we go. Heaters probably will turn cold into heat. The orange circle around the generator shows the range of the heat zone. Yeah, that makes sense. Steam hub, heat zone. Buildings with this icon need to be at least chilly. Okay. This icon means that the temperature is too low for the building to function. Okay. So wait, what medical post had that icon? And the cookhouse. Yeah, that makes sense. It's getting colder with each day. People from our convoy. Say what? With basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue the people we left behind. Build a beacon, scout Frostland, and save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. You'll need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings.
Get to work. Move, people.
But can I first make this medical post somewhere? Can I build that like here? Oh, hold on. Engineers can work in the cookhouse? Is that the only place for engineers? That kind of does not make sense. I'm so confused by this road building thing. Because you see, building the road up until here. Should allow us to build another gathering post, right? Oh, wait, what? Oh, we have to send engineers to the medical post. That makes sense. What is that? Treat the gravely ill. One of our people is gravely ill. If you sign the radical treatment law, the gravely ill will be treated in medical posts, but may undergo risky amputations as a result. Alternatively, you might sign the sustained life law to keep them alive until we build an infirmary. Alternatively, they said. Sure. Let's try that.
New law. A new law has passed.
Discontent is rising. Cold at home, bad healthcare. People are hungry. We need an infirmary. Yeah, how do I make an infirmary? Oh. Oh, the 18 hours are a cooldown before I can sign off on any new law. I see. I see. Too cold. This building must at least be chilly inside to work. This is also too cold. Steel wreckage depleted. Okay. Mild frostbite. What's happening here? The dangers of the cold. One of our people has become gravely ill due to frostbite. This will keep happening if people have to work in such cold. I see. Yeah, what am I supposed to do? Like build? Health? Food? Resources? Workshop? Wood crates depleted. Oh. Hold on. Idle. We have idle engineers. What do we do with engineers? I'm starting to see that it was not the best idea to build these buildings so far away from the generator. Steam level 2, +2 temperature on whole heat zones. I see. So in order to reach steam level 2, I would need to research something, but in order to research something, I need a workshop, and it's too cold for the workshop to work. What? Technology tree? Oh, probably the workshop just finished. Steam hub and heaters. Allows us to use heaters to heat workplaces during working hours. Each heater raises a workplace's temperature by 1 level and consumes 1 coal per hour when running. Sure, let's try that. Research goal not set. Didn't I just say that? Start. Did I not say that? Temperature chilly. Temperature cold. I am just expecting everything to fall apart very, very soon. Very cold. Closed at this time of day, but there's like no wood left here. So would it make sense to disassemble that thing soon? You know what? Let's send one worker here and disassemble this entire thing. Because I don't see a reason to keep it there. We probably rather want to have such a resource gathering post, like here. And maybe we want another one over here or something. Actually, we stopped gathering coal, right? That's not very smart either. The temperature will rise 1 level. People are eating raw food! People are being forced to eat raw food from the stockpile. It won't satisfy their hunger as fully as food rations would. I understand that. Thank you. Generator overdrive. In extreme circumstances, the generator can be put into overdrive. This will increase the heat it provides, but also put the generator under stress. Keep an eye on the stress gauge. When it reaches 100%, the generator will explode? That sounds like a game over. Workforce. Some buildings, such as the medical post or the workshop, require intense mental labor from the people employed there, and as such can only be staffed by engineers. Workers only provide manual labor. Children cannot be employed at all initially. You can check your workforce distribution by clicking on the icon in the bottom right corner. Research. Wait, was there anything else here? No. Research. Use the workshop to develop new buildings and improvements. Tech tree. You can boost research speed by building several workshops. Okay. With diminishing returns, I see. Research is grouped in tiers. You usually have to research a tier upgrade before you can start researching technology in that tier. Researching each topic costs resources and takes time. Hello, Factorio. Drawing boards. $50 wood. Holy cow. Generator power upgrade, generator range upgrade. Range upgrade sounds cool. Overdrive couplings. Oh, I almost have 50 wood. What? Where did I get all that wood from? Are we still gathering? I'm so confused. Are we still gathering wood? Wait. Wait 4 hours to sign a new law. Okay. Are we still gathering wood? I am confusion. Apparently so. Oh. This is where we're collecting the wood. I see. 74 hungry people. But how do I... How do I get you to make food? Temperature scale. One of our people died. Are the stockpiles preventing the heat from continuing further outward? What's going on here? One of our people died. On day 5, one of our people died. One died from lack of treatment. Because the medical post is also too cold. So in a sense, I made a mistake by surrounding the entire area around the generator with tents alone. Those don't need all that much heat, it seems. That's crazy to me. Okay, what do you want now? A first death. Okay, one of our people has just died. Sickness, accidents, and deadly cold will keep claiming lives in this harsh world. We need a way to dispose of the dead. Yeah, let's get a cemetery. Corpse disposal. Yeah, let's try the cemetery.
Hear me, hear me. New law in the city.
But so how long does it take for this thing to finish researching? Seven hours. What? It has not done any research at all? Low coal? I don't understand. What?
Get going. Time to earn your bread.
That makes more sense, right? Okay. I'm still a bit confused as to whether I basically navigated myself into a corner here, or whether I can still salvage this once that thing is done. Because the fact that we still don't have food rations is really bad. Provide a place for the dead. People, cemetery. Not adjacent to any street. Can we build that out here? Oh, I should have built it out here actually, like down there somewhere. This would have been a better place. Iron ore deposit? No. Then we don't need the dead there. Okay, well, I guess we start to get the hang of things. Let's say it that way. So let me see the coal balance. Now that we've reassigned people to coal, it seems to work out fine. Yeah, this is bad. Food balance. We gain 0 per day and we consume 77 per day. Raw food gains 15 per day. But hold on. If we consume 77 raw food per day, even if we were to be able to transform all of our 15 raw food from the hunters into food rations, which would be worth 30? 30 is like half of 77. Even less. So we need like 3 of these hunting thingies. Hold on. Food processing. How much could the cookhouse do if it was working? What? Is there no limit to the amount of food that it can process per day? Do we just need 2 more hunters' huts? Do I see that correctly? So I have 2 days left to finish the cemetery. Where did we start building the cemetery? Out here. Heaters research. Okay. Allows us to use heaters to heat workplaces during work hours. Heater is off. Heater is on. Heater is on. Family torn apart? Sir, a woman came forward after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the remaining group. But she's sure they're still out there. She wants to join the first scout team we'll send out. She urges you to hurry. We'll do what we can. I mean, that's not her choice, right? Find the beacon. Rescue survivors of our last expedition. Okay, where is this beacon? Tent? Cemetery? But hold on a second. Where is the housing conditions? There's what I was looking for. Housed citizens 77, vacant beds 13. Oh. 13 vacant beds? Oh, I have 90 beds? Oh. Sick absences. People in treatment don't go to work until they are healed. This lowers the efficiency of their workplaces. Numerous sick absences can seriously affect our economy. To get ahead of this problem, provide adequate healthcare by opening enough facilities to treat all sick people quickly. Yeah, we literally just opened the medical post with heating and stuff. We still have 5 engineers that don't do anything.
Night is coming. Put down your tools.
They can build roads, right? And they can build stuff when they're otherwise unoccupied. What is your problem? Efficiency 93%? Ah, because one person is not able to work. One of our people died. Died from lack of treatment. Yeah, I know. I should have built my city differently now that I understand how this works. Oh my goodness. Cemetery established. This cemetery has been established. Now we can put our dead to rest. Hope rises. Yeah, that's gonna go horribly, horribly wrong when we just have everybody die. And no new kids will ever learn new jobs. Right? Yeah, how does that work? Can you show me the thing with the kids working? 3 hours to sign a new law. Oh, it's not been 18 hours since we signed off on the cemetery, I see. Very cold. It's not good. Research goal not set. Yeah, can you do this? Oh, I need to pay the 50 wood instantly? That's a lot. Requires raw food. Hunter's hut. Oh, you don't have workers? Now that's more reasonable, right? If we can put the engineers to work in the cookhouse, you can introduce a new law. Say what? What was that first thing we just saw? So, there aren't enough hands to do all the work. We'll allow children to be employed in safe workplaces like cookhouses and hothouses. Hope will fall slightly, child. Workers can be injured in accidents. Child shelter. I want medical and apprentices and engineering apprentices. How do I get those? I need to decide on this first. Ceremonial funerals? Those who give their lives in service to the city deserve the highest honor. We will give our dead ceremonial funerals to inspire the living. Loss of hope caused by death is halved. Care house. The gravely ill and amputees will be cared for at low cost in special homes. What? But what was this other thing? Wasn't there like a different building? What is going on? Didn't they give us another thing? Wait, but that was in the tutorials, right? Illness and healthcare. What about this infirmary? Where is that? Is that not in the laws? Is that a tech? Wait, that is just the tech tree for heating? This is where the beacon is. I was already starting to wonder what is a beacon? Where is a beacon? 10 wood, there we go. Resources. Faster gathering. Coal thumper allows to build a coal thumper. By pumping pressurized water into underground coal deposits, the coal thumper washes up the precious resource to the surface, forming a pile of up to 560 coal per standard workday. Enough for 2 gathering posts. Sawmill. Turns frozen trees into usable material, producing up to 80 wood per standard workday. Steelworks. There we go. I think I want to start with a sawmill, actually. Because more wood means more wood, so we can get more wood to unlock more tech for more wood, right? Steelworks. Steam Steelworks. Holy cow, this game is something. Beacon. Allows us to build a beacon. Allows us to send scouts to search the wilderness for goods and survivors and bring them to our city. Lookouts will also spot incoming groups of people. Oh, that is how we get more people. Huh. Man, I truly see how this game can be an entirely different experience when you at least have a vague idea what's going on. So do I see that correctly, that we could use this as a source for wood once we have the sawmill? And probably this as well, okay. Build a coal mine. Coal mining. Yeah, so once we have the sawmill, it's actually more plausible for us to start researching the drawing boards to gain access to the rest of Tier 1. Okay, now I start to see how things are falling together. Hunter's gear? Thanks to better snowshoes and enhanced camouflage, hunters setting out from the hunter's hut will return with more raw food from each hunt. Up to 20 raw food per hunt. Okay. And there's the hothouse as well. Medical post upgrade bunkhouse? Exploration and industry, beacons and more scouts, heating, resources. Okay, faster gathering, employing better tools and methods. People gathering resources from coal piles, wood crates and steel wreckage will work 15% faster, whether using a gathering post or not. I see. That also sounds great. Maybe we should have done that even before the sawmill. We can still switch, right? It hasn't even started. Yeah, because it's still the middle of the night. The workshop's not working. Okay. I guess that's better? Buried citizens. Hope is fairly high, discontent is rising. Great. But hey, we don't have that many hungry people anymore. I'm just seeing that the raw food is also not looking great. Hunter's hut. Efficiency breakdown? Wait, what's your problem? I don't understand what the problem here is. Functioning with 100% efficiency? Oh, I see. I was just reading this incorrectly. We only have 5 out of 15 people working here because we don't have any more people. That is the problem. I get it. So we actually should consider reducing the amount of people working with steel and increasing the amount of people working with food. What's happening? Oh, the temperature changed. What is this now? Workers needed! There's so much to do and not enough hands to do it. A quick way of addressing this problem is to put our children to work. Not now. I don't like the idea of putting children to work. I want to see if we can do this without. Because I really have, like, too much steel?
The work shift starts.
Steel wreckage? Can we reduce the number of people there and increase the number here? Maybe. We actually need more wood, right? Oh, I see how this is computed. Due to the fact that it only has one person working here, there really is not a lot of wood coming in. And the 5 wood? It will take them like 10 hours, more than 10 hours to collect them. Wow. Holy crap. Huh. 2 sick absences in the cookhouse. Do I need more medical posts? Seems like. 15 children are not allowed to work. And now I'm running out of wood again. Man! It's kind of crazy how this game is stressing you out on every level. You never have enough resources, you never have enough people, you never have enough heat. What is this? A child's plea? Captain, we found a boy frozen to the bone in the cemetery next to a fresh grave. He must have been here for hours. He wants you to call an emergency meeting. He says that if you agree, his mother will wake up to attend it. What? I don't understand. How is this a choice? He says that if you agree, his mother will wake up to attend it. Am I missing something? How do I agree to his plea? Game, what's happening? I don't understand. What? Faster gathering researched. Okay. So now I'm wondering, should I try to get the beacon as fast as possible to get more people? But I don't even have enough wood to do that. No, I do have enough wood to research it. I don't have enough wood to then build a beacon. Sure, let's do that. And then we can get the sawmill thingy going on after that. I don't need any more steel right now, right? You also don't need to do anything. I need more wood. Give me more wood. Also, what's the balance of coal? Ah, that's fairly tight. So I cannot reduce the amount of workers on coal anymore. Okay. Well, at least nobody's hungry anymore. We have some food rations. Coal pile depleted. Oh, that's not good. Oh, and this coal pile is also running out? Build a coal mine here to start extraction.
Finish your labors, people. The workday is up.
Five are being treated. $18 sick. So it really looks like I need even more medical posts, right? Yeah, I guess we accumulated a bunch of sick initially when the medical post was too cold to work in. Okay, okay. I'm really starting very, very slowly to get the logic and the hang of things. What is this now? More sick beds needed. Captain, some of our people are concerned about the rising number of untreated sick. They are asking you to address the problem. I will open a new medical post. You'll have 3 days to build. Wait, what's the difference here? You will have 3 days to build 1 medical post? And this is the promise that 1/3 of the sick shall be treated within 3 days. Oh, but I don't exactly know how many medical posts I will need for that, right? I mean, I want to build a new medical post. I just need a couple more resources for that. Sure. The thing that I'm wondering now, though, you see this place has only 5 people living in it. Can I deconstruct it? And then build a medical post instead? Health, medical post. Oh, I will not have enough wood. $25 wood for another medical post. Yeah, I'm really running out of people. Apart from the anxiety and the stress and the thinking about the future, you know, just the music and the visuals, they're kind of relaxing, I have to say. Requires at least 1 worker. Oh. We have 2 hunters' huts built and only one of them is actually working. That's not great. But I cannot send the engineers there. So how do we do this? How do we... I mean, currently I see the problem that I will run out of both food, raw food and food rations, and that effectively everybody will starve. While I don't know... Ah, no, don't do this. Halt operation. Working hours. So wait, I cannot initiate an emergency shift in the hunter's hut? Huh. Interestingly, I have like way too much steel, I guess. At the start of the game, I had too many people assigned to steel gathering because I just thought steel would be more important early on. It turns out it's not quite as critical as is wood, because most of the time I'm just waiting for wood and food. That's interesting to observe. We can keep doing this for a while, I'd say. At least we're alive, not everyone's so lucky. I just see disaster approaching, man. This is absolute disaster. We're really waiting for wood, right? And even worse, hold on. Wood. We only have 2 wood crate thingies, no, 3 wood crate thingies remaining. Can we demand emergency shifts in the wood crate things? No, wait, it said once this is open, go to the next one. Oh, this doesn't even have anyone. But it's way closer.
Move! Time to get to work.
Let's initiate the emergency shifts. I just need more wood quickly. Gathering post resources all depleted. I guess we need to dismantle the building then. Which means we have 7 more people available to gather more food? So what's the food situation? The problem for me to understand this right now is I have just assigned more people to working in the hunter's hut. Right? So how do I properly understand these stats now? The 3 hunters' huts with the workforce assigned. Would give me 37 raw food per day. Multiplying this by 2 is indeed 74 food per day. So the balance that I see here is what I would get starting the next night when the hunters go out, right? Up until that point, I still have the same food consumption, but way lower ration gain because I don't actually have any raw food, right? Well, except it's just the start of the day, so the previous hunting party just returned, so they have the raw food. Huh. It's interesting to really manage your workforce is what it feels like is the most critical part of this. Like, how many people do you assign to which resources? How do you make sure that you don't over-assign people to steel or to, I don't know, coal when you don't actually need all that much of it? That is bad. That is very bad. Where are all our coal piles? There's 2 coal piles out here. Can I has people? That is very bad. All the steel wreckages don't have any workers. All the coal piles don't have any workers. There's a minimal amount of people assigned to wood right now. Which reminds me, I wanted to build another medical post in the spot where we had that house. Right? Tech beacon! 20 wood, 35 steel. Don't have enough wood for the beacon. But the beacon should give me more people, right? I'm right now running out of people in a way. Wood crates depleted! Yeah, I'm aware, thanks. Or available. Dismantling the gathering post. How do we do anything here, man? This feels so stressful. This feels so stressful. We still have 2 days to finish the medical post. Low coal, 23 hours left. Okay, so I'm predicting now that very, very shortly, like in 24 hours or something, this entire attempt will fail kind of hard. But I have learned a lot. The thing is, like, building too many of these tents very early on around the generator is not actually helpful. You see, it seems that this inner circle is the only thing that actually gains additional heat from the generator. The medical post out here does not list the generator here at all, right? While the tent +1 from the heating zone, right? Five being treated and 5 in palliative care. Three people are hungry. So I'm running out of coal, I'm running out of food, I don't have enough wood to do anything, and I have way too much steel. It kind of sounds stupid that we failed so hard. I'm just predicting that it's gonna fail so hard. I just don't believe that we can, like, salvage this in any way, shape, or form. Now people are going out for this coal pile, but it will not be able to give us enough, right? Oh, wait, no, these are the hunting parties. I see, these are not people going for the coal. These are hunting parties over here and over here. I see. And so now there are no engineers available to work in the medical posts. I only have 15 engineers. And they're working in the cookhouse, in the medical post, and in the workshop. You help the sick, they and their families are grateful, hope rises. I mean, we have so much hope, but we will die anyway, it's so silly. Come on. Ten being treated, 10 in palliative care. In treatment, but very low risk of falling ill? Everything is fine? I don't understand. What are you trying to tell me? What? Oh, hold on. I misunderstood. That was one of the workers, that was not one of the patients. Was it? Select. I don't understand. Activity in treatment, but very low risk of falling ill. The game is giving me conflicting information here. Why does it say 10 being treated and 10 in palliative care, but when I click on it, it has 7? One, two, three, four, 5 in this medical post, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this medical post. Palliative care. Am I misunderstanding something? Why does it only show me 7 here? Nine hours left until we're running out of coal. We have 51 wood? Hold on a moment. So, about this coal thumper, can you give me one of those? And also, can we construct the beacon? What does this thing need? Can I just build it out here? Will this beacon now give me more people? And we will run out of coal, like now. Which is really bad. What's up? Going to rest after the hunt. Why can't I click on people after the hunt? Why can I not click on people before the hunt? I'm so confused about a lot of the stuff that is happening here. But things start to come together, like in my head at least. So, what can we do with this beacon now? Does it automatically gather survivors from the Lost Expedition? Do we have to invest resources to do that? How does that work? We are no longer lost and blind. From now on, our people will be able to survey the icy barrens that surround us. Frostland. Okay. We get a cutscene? What? What is happening? Lost Expedition and Observatory. What does that mean? People from our convoy, Lost Expedition, send scouts here to learn more about this place. Numerous tents. We can see people moving about. They must be the lost members of our expedition. Observatory. Send scouts here to learn more about this place. This peculiar building must be the Arctic Observatory the Royal Society built to investigate the internal winter. There's smoke over it. Oh wow. How do I send scouts here? Okay. Our home. The only shelter from the deadly cold. All our hopes live and die with it. Ah, there we go. The beacon. The beacon gives you access to the world outside the city. You can explore it with scouts deployed through the beacon panel. I see. Scouts are self-sufficient and can venture great distances from the city. They may find precious resources, survivors, and perhaps shed light on the world and its fate. The progress of your scouts is shown through the icons in the upper right corner. Okay, so we do that in the beacon. Wood and workers. What now? Ready to search. People cheer as the giant observation balloon soars above the city. This is a real feat. Everyone feels proud of the work they've done to make it happen. Volunteers have lined up, eager to go looking for our lost people in Frostland. The woman who came forward earlier is among them. We need a win. What? I'm not sure I understand this beacon thing. How do I... Oh, it says 40 wood and 5 workers? At least 5 citizens must be available, not enough wood. 40 wood? Really? So you need 10 wood to unlock the tech, then you need 25 wood to build the beacon, and then you need 40 wood to send out the scouts. Great. Well... So we're running out of food, we're running out of coal, we don't have enough people to do anything, and we still don't have enough wood to make more people, or to rescue more people, to then send them to work in all the other places where we don't have enough people. And 4 people have died since the beginning of the playthrough. Oh man, this feels like a disaster. It feels like a disaster. We only have 1 hour of coal left. Well, isn't this an interesting situation to be in? Oh man, oh man, oh man. Alright, so... I'm happy that we managed to get this beacon off the ground. I want to save the game here. New save game. Save. Let's call it disaster, because I see disaster coming. Anyways, I have to cut the episode somewhere, and having finished the beacon feels like an achievement for the first 2 hours of the game. I'm starting to understand how the logic here works. I've not quite expected it to be this way, I have to say. I expected more traditional city builders, maybe? Because the weird thing is you have to like manually assign workers everywhere. You have to, which kind of reminds me of Civilization more than city builders. And I wouldn't have expected it to have that aspect, I guess. In city builders, you also kind of keep on, in like other city builders that I have played, I have to phrase it that way. You like have a general population level and generally not enough workers or something, but you don't have to like fine control or micromanage like who goes where and that kind of thing. But I guess I understand the logic behind it. It makes you... how do I phrase that? It forces you into decisions of priority. Like, is it more important now to have more wood? Is it more important now to have more food? Where do you believe will you have the highest benefit in the long run? Is it better to send children into safe work positions now on day 2 or 3? So that later on you don't run into problems? Or are you going to like stay on the edge of your work capacity until you run into disaster, into actual disaster as I'm running now? And then are you forced to send children into unsafe work positions as well, just to not die. I see the appeal of the contradictions that come in on you. And the crazy thing is, I don't feel comfortable doing any of this. Every decision here feels impactful, and that's pretty crazy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing whether we can actually avoid disaster. Is this only the tutorial? Will the game at some point say, oh no, look, victory or whatever? And then you get to like restart somewhere else? Is the entire 10-hour playthrough, 20-hour playthrough, I don't actually know how long this scenario is, going to take place here? Where you have both the tutorial section at the beginning, but then also like the actual victory and credits and everything on this tiny circle? It feels very, very claustrophobic, I have to say. It's not quite so free and open like as SimCity, for example, or not quite so relaxed, maybe like a Caesar 3 or a Pharaoh. And I guess that's intentional. But yeah, it's just a very different experience. I did not expect it to be this way. But I believe I'm starting to understand the mechanics. Like the very, very core mechanics of the game with resources and heat and worker assignments. Let's see if we can turn this around, or whether the disaster is indeed incoming and I will fail. I don't want to cut out failed attempts, because I believe all of those still contribute to my learning. So if we actually fail, and I don't know when the game will decide that I have failed. I don't know when it will ever show a failed state, a game over screen or whatever. So I don't see us salvaging this at all. I think we will run into disaster. And I don't want to use this save and load system to explore the possibility space, if that makes sense. So if we truly run into disaster and the game decides that we have failed, I will probably restart. But I don't want to save every kind of 10-20 minutes and then jump back into like loading a previous save, just so that I can pick a different decision regarding laws or placement of buildings or something. If we fail spectacularly. But I don't know if we're going to fail. I believe we're going to fail. I guess we'll have to see. In any case, in order to cut my ramblings short, I thank you all for watching. And I hope you will join me again in the next episode.